Alright, welcome back, guys. I hope you're ready to continue this campaign. Let's get straight into it. Let's recap where we were last time. Oh yeah, it was a surprise how the Russians got this, but they got the Netherlands, so they got their puppets too. How are we looking here? Bit of low market access, but nothing to worry about really. We don't worry about. Yeah, so it looks like I was trying to get a lot of logging done. A lot of logging done. Let's have a look at the market here. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's actually in pretty good shape. A little bit of credit. Probably pause the construction for a period there. Deficit is only 5% here. But it's probably worth getting rid of that actually. Because you can usually knock these out pretty darn quickly. So we'll put a load in Chongqing here. We'll just do 10 to begin with. And then we'll probably pause the construction. Let the infamy come down. Just see what we've got. Okay, we are still doing this. That's good. Oh, perfect. That's what you want right there. When you get the opportunity to fire these guys, and it's a scholar official, and you don't want them in, you can get rid of them. That's like one of the best things you can get, because you don't get the damage against the party. They won't be unhappy that you removed him. This is not ideal. Especially it's the Confucian scholars. Our relations are good with Russia, so obviously these people want us to have a bad relationship with them. I could probably do with getting a lot of paper done here actually. That's probably something I'll have to do next. I'll pause the construction periodically. Let that infamy come down. And then we'll probably press on. I would like to mop these up, get them out of the way so it doesn't allow somebody else to sort of walk in there. But for the time being, I think I'll focus on some Middle Eastern regions. Because they got a lot of opium. If we can get a handle on that opium, it's going to give us the upper hand. Or it's... Because the British are always going to be producing a lot of opium because of India. So it will sort of be between us and them. So really you wanna have all the access to it, and then people can only get it from you. Likewise, oil is important. So having some of this region is becomes more important than rubber. You can get rubber around here, which is good, and I think probably in some of Southeast Asia. So the Russians are probably going to do well with rubber. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Okay, so the Russians have claimed stuff, so like territory of mine. So our relations are going to get worse now. They're trying to take all of this Manchurian area and some of this area up here. But yeah, we should probably try and get into Africa as well at some point for the rubber. I mean, actually, here, see this one here. We can make people dislike him, which will reduce people wanting to follow the party rather than just replacing him for potentially somebody who's Like he's got some things here, like political operator, which are a pain in the ass. You know, it gives more attraction to the group, and if he's an agitator. But oh, he's got plus 25 popularity as well for this. That's a pain. But minus 25 here sort of balances it out there. But he's basically never going to die. So I'll make people dislike him. Maybe I'll get another one in the future of that as well. So then he'll really be disliked. Okay, we can drop these guys down. We'll drop that down. Just declare a few more interests. We'll put it in this region here. Then that way we might be able to get some of these later on. May as well have an interest there for the time being. We're back out of the deficit here, so we'll start constructing again. Tax wastage is to the minimum. Could probably do with... Yeah, we do need to get the paper. And that's actually not so bad, because the wood, we're not too bad on... Only a slight deficit on the wood. So creating more paper mills will put upwards pressure on the price of the logs. Which means those who are in logging should end up on better wages, which will give an improvement to our standard of living, and it will also, the people who get employed through the paper mills should be in pretty good position to earn good money for good standard of living as well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a couple of paper mills going here. Have I got any techs that have passed for that? Oh, I'll go to precision tooling. This would be nice to move over to. It's going to collapse the price of iron, but steel's going to go through the roof. Oh, here we go. Sulfide pulping. This will actually... Yeah, there you go. So we can build some sulfur mines instead. How much sulfur? We get about 600 units. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll go for that. And... Unfortunately, it looks like we're not even producing any sulfur right now. Okay. That is a bit of a surprise, I must admit. Get some sulfur mines going here. What's the deficit? Yeah, it's around 600. Alright, we'll start building up some sulfur mines here. Get them done quickly. I think it will give me... Which one am I on here? Yeah, that will give me 60 per unit. So we only need 10 of these. Haven't yet got... I'll go for this one here. We'll go for 10 in there. Build them out now. Get on top of the sulfur. And the infamy, look at that. It's come down so rapidly. We'll be ready to march on into somewhere else here. These guys are vassalized. Those are vassalized. Then in that case, I'll get Kabul. That's lovely. Yeah, Russia is more likely to support me. The Persians are on the opposite side, but it's not much of a worry. And Bukhara on the other side. Or is it these ones should I go for, actually? Ooh. I mean, my relations are good right now with the Russians, but will deteriorate rapidly. But the Indians already dislike me. So perhaps I'm going to have more time to play with. Perhaps I should go for Kabul and then try to come down into Kalat and Sindh. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. March these guys up there. Yeah, see the sulfur mines is being knocked out rapidly. Ooh, damn, that moved. That was quick. That did move very quickly. Yeah, mobilize these up. I mean, I suppose I may as well just move over to the Lancers. Oh. Alright. That's a lot easier. Saved us the hassle of having to conquer them. Reduce their payments. Increase our relations with them. Try to bring them down as quickly as possible. Is Kalat the rule? Kalat is a subject. And Makran's a subject of Kalat. That's good. That's good. What if we want to make these guys? It's only 4.5. That's actually... That's very reasonable for a 2-in-1 as well, because I'll get Makran. Technically, like, not directly, but indirectly. Britain does look like it would oppose potentially, because my infamy will go above 25, which will deteriorate our relations. The French also won't like it. We'll hold off just for a minute, so that way my infamy won't go over 25. And once these sulfur mines are done, I will move towards building out some steel. Oh, there we go. Oh, have we got railways now too? That's great. That is really... For Qing, that's one of the most important things, because inland you need that infrastructure ability to scale up. In like Shanxi province, where you've got loads of resources, it's perfect. So that's great. That's what we need right now. And what am I looking like on innovation? Okay, I'm actually under... No. 86.07. Maximum of 87.89. But unspent innovations plus 17. It's odd. I would have thought those numbers would have been equal to 86.07 and 87.89 at the maximum, because I've got unspent innovation. Maybe, I'm not sure what that's all about, but we'll leave that for now. Thinking what technology's probably going to be important here. Military, I could probably do with getting these two here. So if a conflict does arise with a major power, I'll stand a reasonable chance. This one's nice to get as well, because that will triple each of our educational buildings right now. I'm going to go for the stock exchange, because it's nearly done. Then I'm going to go for percussion cap and general staff. I've always got that concern that you end up in a big conflict, especially with the Russians claiming those border regions now. Need to be able to hold them off. And then I would like to get shift work, because with China being able to scale up so massively, economy of scale increase is really beneficial for them. But I'll leave it as this for now and see what arises. I might be able to pick a... Oh. That's nice, actually, because they take that, that's great, because I'm essentially getting Kandahar for free at that point. Yeah, they're nearly annexing them, so... And I mean, they should win. They should win. Nobody's supporting either side, neither. I worry if I join, it will upset the balance of power, and maybe other powers might get involved, but I don't want Persia to back Kandahar. They seem to really like... Okay, it's unlikely they would. Okay, it's looking like likely nobody will get involved there. I should have got that under control now with... Yeah, see, papers, just look at that. It's come right down. That's really, really, really good. Hardwood. I can change some of those logging camps over. I will put these to wooden passengers as well. Oh, yeah, I should have done that before. Yeah, just a couple of logging camps. I'll put them to focus softwood and then just put a couple of these. Like, what's the shortage I'm looking at here? It's 1,000 units. $330. Right. See, that's going to produce too much of the hardwood. Yeah, I'll put some of these sort of regions that are really useless, really. Hmm. I'll just put some of these to mixed. Hopefully that's gonna... Yeah, it has disappeared. It might be a little bit high still. We'll have to wait and see on that. Steel here, if we move over to steel tooling, we will need 224 more steel. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Pop that like that. Stock exchange. Well, they do like their opium. They do like their opium. I've banned it. Did it come up this time? I don't think I did, actually. Well, fair play on them. They like their opium. There's not much I can do about that. They've got the taste for opioids. This is looking lovely on Japan as well. Very nice. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now we can get Kalat, where infamy's way lower. Hopefully people's relations haven't improved with them. Or got worse with us. Yeah, we should be safe. We should be alright here. You're only really worried about these three, and I mean, it's only Britain really. That's looks like it might have any interest there. So we'll get that one. This brigade right over here. And the steel's done. Let's swap that tooling over to steel tooling. May as well increase that. could do with getting on top of the tooling, and that is good. You know, when you build in these high cost goods sectors, people in there will earn good standard of living. I will change some of those logging camps. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, Britain's directly just left, so it will only be India, and now India's gone too, so... Oh, the British are not happy. They don't like me being the hegemon in the region, or pursuing to be the hegemon. Mobilize these up. We can afford to let some units die, to be honest with you. So even on rapid advance, they're going to take a hit, but it's fine. Kabul is like, good job, Kabul. It's what I wanted you to do. That's nice. And now it's going to upset them a little bit, but we're going to enforce the military access, which is going to allow our units to directly get onto the front. And thanks to them taking part of that region, we now have an interest there automatically. So we can play somewhere else. So I probably am going to pursue Arabia next. Mainly because if I can get Persia, it might be tricky because they're probably friendly. Yeah, friendly with France and East India Company. But it would be nice to get a pathway into here so that I don't need to rely on a naval assets to defend the region. Or naval invade. Naval invade in this area is not a big deal, but it's always nice to be able to have that ability to defend it, to engage the region via land forces. See what the price of wood's looking like. Yeah, so the wood's totally under control. I think I'll probably start to try and scale up. Even now I've got oil issues, but I'll try to scale up perhaps coal. I'll probably get on top of coal quickly. I can change one of my production methods then. So we've got a negative 200 on the coal now. If I change this over, so about 5, we're looking at 600 units of coal. That's easy enough to get done. 600 units, 10 of these. Get a couple more there. Go over here as well quickly now before I forget. It's a condensing engine. Oh, I probably actually didn't need to. Ooh, let me just have a look at if there's any policies that I want to pass that these guys might support. Ideally, like schooling would be a nice one to get passed. They probably actually oppose these as well. Yeah, they do. Actually, I probably want to get rid of them now. In that case, I'll exile him. Wrathful. It will give me some more authority. That would be nice. I mean, I think he's only, let me have a look. He's an heir and a politician. If he becomes wrathful, I think I'm only going to get the authority bonus here. I don't want to make people like him. Oh, this here is actually quite useful. scandalous lover for 50 years, so that'll make people not like him, which is good. Well, he'll endorse multiculturalism. That is surprising. That's actually really useful. And it will accept the Tibetans more. I think that might be the way to go. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Alright, good. We'll get Cambodians dropped. And now we've got these guys as well. Let's reduce their payments. Improve the relations too. It would be nice to get Sind before the British East India Company gets it. They will hate them, yeah, and they do. So I don't really have to worry about them being involved in the conflict against me. Wait for my infamy to get a little bit lower, then I'll roll in, and then I'll start on these two mainly. Yeah, go for it. I do need to get this up. This construction is horrifically low, I must say. Let Southern Anhui get some. Okay, good. It is on the wood as well. Probably, yeah, there we go. We're down enough. We'll get them in the fold. And then now, before relations do change, 9.6, so we won't be in the 25, which is lovely. Do the same maneuver as before. We do really have a border through our tributaries, so hopefully Afghanistan decides to conquer some of these. Yeah, nobody's involved. Mobilize these up. So we're at quite a large amount on the investment pool here. So we should probably start expanding the construction industry. And start bringing this down or keeping it to the changes level. They don't like that move, but they haven't got much say in it. They have to accept it. If Qing wants it, Qing gets it. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Let's reduce their payments, improve the relations. And remember, we're always keeping this to that 100% excess, so we get the infamy decay. It also gives us the leverage generation, which is good against your puppets. So it's always something to keep in mind. And then we'll go for Kokan next, and then Bukhara. I don't really care about Khiva much. Sort of, it really is this Turkmenia. So the main thing is to stop the Russians encroaching. Oh, okay, the British really didn't like that maneuver. There we go, we've got one of them. Oh, that's something, actually. I totally forgot. That's how you can get cucked. So I forget. Is it this one? Okay, yeah, no, it's right. You get it from this. And we've already got that. The explosive factory. So it's easy to forget. And the fertilizer plants. It's easy to forget when you can't trade outside and you get percussion cap. You think, oh, that's great. I can make the ammo for the general, for the skirmish. But if you can't get the other resources, like, for instance, you require explosive, but explosive also requires fertilizer to produce it. And so if you don't have this, you can't actually produce it if you can't trade internationally. So it can be, you know, a bit of an oversight if you don't notice that. That should have brought up the logging price as well by building those construction sectors. A little bit. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty stable. Iron and steel, they are up a little bit. I mean, price-wise, they're up a considerable amount. Probably could be worth tackling some of these pretty soon. I think I will start constructing those munitions plants. 50 per level. Let's just assume I've got 500 brigades, and let's just assume those brigades are all going to be skirmishers. They use 1 ammunition, so we need 10 of these. We need 10 of these munitions plants. We'll scatter. We'll have a look. So munitions plants are going to need the sulfur, I believe, for the fertilizers. Yeah, sulfur and iron. Yeah, sulfur. It's mainly sulfur driven. So I think, yeah, Shanxi is honestly a blessing state. 48 levels, tiers of it as well. So we'll set that up now. So get 10 of these, which is gonna need 200 explosives. And that's 4 of these. 80 sulfur, 80 fertilizer. That's one of those. Plus another 30 sulfur. You're looking at 110 sulfur. Get 2 of those in there. And I can rectify all the small things after. For the time being, that'll be good. It will give us the ability to produce what we need to be able to keep up, if like have the capacity. If we end up in a conflict, we'll be able to support the units to provide what they need, the goods wise. 12.2, okay. Well, I mean, maybe nobody will get involved. Okay, Russia's more friendly with me. And Bukhara, it could be a 2-for-1 right there. That would be nice. So I'll let. Yeah, they are friendly enough. Let's renegotiate this treaty. I don't really want to give them investment rights. Yeah, you're right, Jin Fala. That's true, unfortunately. I'm not sure what it looks like for you. I'm hoping it's okay. I tried to fill in the border area with some nice little aesthetics. Let me know if you don't like it. You know, maybe I'll have to try something different. Do you play this game much? Right, right. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you don't mind it. That's refreshing to know. I was a bit concerned. I tried to fill it in with some nice things for maybe people to look at while they're there to fit with playing as Ching. You know, some artwork from the time. What do you reckon? Do you think I just scrap the deal with the Russians, don't worry about it, or try to make some kind of nice deal with them? Yeah, so I'll let this infamy slowly decay. We'll try and get Kokand before the Russians can friendly up with them too much. I mean, we probably can take on the Russians, especially if we get the skirmish soon. They won't have a chance. Even now, I think they're gonna have a run for their money. Yeah, we're on our way with these. Take a few weeks to get them done, but we're in a pretty stable position with the income right now. Only a little bit of tax wastage. It's not so bad. It's one thing I do like with Ching. You just have that scalability. Take the prestige on that. Everybody wants me to damage my relations with the Russians, it seems. Well, the trade unions are unhappy. They've got tiny little bit of clout. I mean, we're probably going to have a fallout with the Russians sooner or later. Ooh, I'll make them happier for now. I'll make them happier for now. Nearly got those done. Infamy's popped right down now. We probably can go for it now. See what they're saying. Russians. I mean, I don't think the Russians are going to get involved. I don't think they want a conflict like that. That's not in their that's not in their interest, I don't think. Especially for Kokand. Is it worth it? Computer does behave in odd ways, but what I can do actually is if I renew this agreement with them, they'll take an infamy hit if they pull out of the deal. If I make this like a 10-year agreement. Oh, there you go. So they've taken that, you know, they just pay them $2.5 grand. No problem. Make these guys a tributary. At least they'll get an infamy hit if they try to join. Pop these guys up. I mean, I'll bring all these forces up to the border for the time being, in case the Russians do kick off. We can drop Kalat down. That's lovely actually, because that's a 2-for-1. That's a buy one get one free there. So now these are under us. Yep. Yeah, what do you reckon, Jinfala? Do you reckon we should start moving towards a conflict with the Russians? Maybe liberate some of the East Asia, maybe Kazakhstan actually, because we're so close now to getting the general staff. We've got everything set up that we can provide the military with as well. Hopefully Bukhara thinks they can get involved here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If I were Bukhara, I wouldn't protect Kokand either. Yeah, mobilize these. This is just going to be a walk in the park here. I wouldn't be surprised if they just just back down. There we go. Right, we've got the general staff. I think we'll go for the dialectics because we do need to catch up on the technologies, and it's going to allow us to produce 3 units rather than 1 unit from each university. And with the amount of universities we've built, it's going to escalate how much... it's going to dramatically increase our technology spread from... I mean, we might even max our technology spread. So I'll start researching that. I think... Did I click it ahead of time, though? I think there'll be a debuff. Yeah. Oh, okay, actually, we'll go for this one. We'll get the colonization. That's quite close. The banking is nice. 10% minting, and then dialectics. Yeah, they didn't join. They didn't join, unfortunately. There we go. A breeze, a breeze. Again, we want to get them in the fold as rapidly as possible, so we'll just incentivize their reduction here. We could also build in these territories. It will much more quickly bring down their liberty desire. But the issue with it is constructing in those places, it adds a lot of additional time to the construction. And with so many radicals already in our own country, and unemployed and peasantry, we really need to get rid of that. That's probably the biggest thing China faces, which is why I really need to scale up my construction. Especially here, I need to change some kind of law so that we use more of the investors' money than our own. This is normally in, I think it's economic system. I think what's the difference here? Yeah, so on between agrarianism, private construction allocation. Right now it's a 50-50 between us and them, and it will still be. And the dividends reinvestment is also the same. Really, the only thing that's different here is who's investing. Capitalists are giving less, but at this period in time, probably a considerable amount of our income's coming from farmers. We could probably change it over now, because capitalists are probably making a larger contribution now, as we've scaled up a bit on our industry. But I will change over one of these just to create some kind of demand for the ammunition plants. So we'll do that now. Yeah, see, there you go. Now it's actually going to activate people needing to work in that industry. So that's good news. That's what we want. We should probably get the bureaucracy under control a little bit soon. Oh, there we go. We've got some colonization. That would be nice to pass, actually, because with the amount of people, really, it makes total sense that we should be able to send, the Chinese to Africa, right, to colonize. We've got so many spare people. This is perfect territory for them to find a new life. So let's see if we can 100%. What are we 100%ing on? Let me know. Let me know. Your word is my command, Jinfala. I'll make it happen. We'll rival the Nepalese. We'll rival them. You know, they've been out of line this whole game so far. The Indians will try to improve some relations with some larger powers, but we won't go below the 100% excess. We want to get that infamy down. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. You're totally right. Modern day, it's no different, right? You can't blame them, right? Would you want to work on the farms, or would you sooner go work in, you know, the factories in another industrialized country? That's what I'm trying to give to the Chinese, but they're having so many babies. You know, 2.34 million people per year increase. I can't build that many places for them to work. We need more sweatshops. We need more sweatshops. I'm given millions of logging camps, but there's only so much you can do. They don't want to take these jobs. Luckily, we've got closed borders, so they can't run away. But if I can get colonization, you know, I don't mind sending them to Africa. Even if we lose a few. We can afford to lose a few. We can afford to lose a few. Let's see, what do we need to get this colonial affairs passed? Who supports us? Oh, of course the industrialists. And the armed forces, lovely. I mean, that's great. I mean, of course the industrialists, you know, that makes total... They probably want... Oh, that is exploitation. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Jinfala. I do have universities. I do have universities. Yeah, maybe I'm educating them too much and they're realizing there are better opportunities outside of China. Maybe I should have kept them down at like 3% educated where they can't read or write. The problem is I need some of them in the factories. I need some of them. What do you reckon? Exploitation? You reckon we should exploit the colonies, or you think we just send loads of people there? I feel like sending the people is because we can exploit them once we're there. What do you reckon, Jinfala? Resettlement or exploitation? I'm jonesing for the resettlement, I must admit. But it's your choice. Yeah, yeah. That's probably true. That's probably true. What one? Yeah. I'll see if I can. I'll see what one. I'll see if we can get one passed. I'll go for the resettlement first, just to increase the attraction. But if we can't get it, we'll have to exploit them. Let's get these boys in. The rural folk aren't going to be happy with this maneuver, but it is what it is. It is what it is. National Guard. I don't really want National Guard. And I've just given you, you know, I've just given them a nice law that they want, so no. Not today. I want secret police. Secret police is lovely. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we need the colonies. And we've got so many people to go there. I reckon we can beat out the British and the French for the regions. I think it can be done. We got these boys. How much is Bukhara? It's a 9 infamy. I'm not even sure people are going to get... I might just take it now. What are we looking like on the market here? We've got a fair old shortage of wood. We are still going on the wood. I'll let the wood run for a moment. And then we'll move towards tooling. I think tooling really is necessary right now. Canned fish. Yeah, go for it. We all like a canned fish. Oh, we forgot to get this. Let's put that one on. Public trams. I mean, I'll do that in a moment. Maybe in a little bit. Now, hopefully this isn't going to try and cuck me here. Well, 25% chance. The game acts in weird ways. Alright, it gave me the 10%. I'll allow it. Who can we negotiate with? Oh, let's negotiate with them. Let's try and get this passed quickly. Because the British are going to be in there within minutes. Set them to selling. You mean privatized? Or... Yeah, I think I think you mean privatized, right? Yeah, you are right. You are right. And it will create a lot more capitalists. But at the moment, I don't really want capitalists because... Yeah, that's true. That is true. But if I change them to capitalists, the issue that I have is right now I need to move from agrarianism. Because I'll get minus 25% reinvestment from capitalists. So making them all capitalists might not be too beneficial at this period, at least. I won't give them consumption-based taxes. Staple crops to 411. That's going to create loads of rural folk. Political concessions. 30% increased strength. We'll give them a bit more strength. Yeah, you are totally right though. Normally that I would always privatize, but normally I haven't got backwards laws. You know, I would love to get down to Liza's Fair, really. I do quite like that one. But I do like to have in the control over the population too. Because with the Liza's Fair, you can't monopolize or anything like that. Yeah, you can't. No monopolies. But it is nice. It does allow you to take... If you've got debt as well, it's a nice way to get out. Yeah, well, a lot of them, you know, when they're uneducated, and most of them are working on the farm, or they're peasants, and they're working on the what do they call it on this? Subsistence farming, I think. Where is it? Let's have a look. Where is it? Subsistence farming. I could have sworn there used to be one that said subsistence farming. The peasants usually on basically just surviving. So those guys, they're all in agrarianists basically. Is that the plantations you're saying? Yeah, I can't. I would have thought it'd be in agriculture, but because I've scrolled as far down as I can go here, can't see the subsistence farms there. I don't know if I'm missing out on something. They're there. We know they're there. They're doing something. Oh, okay. I'll click all, but yeah, okay, okay. Go to rural, perhaps. If not, then I'll click. I'll do the all buildings one. Yes, there you go. Subsistence. Yeah, you were right. You were. Yeah, look at that. 8,206 subsistence rice paddies. It's not surprising that these guys want agrarianism, right? Yeah. We need to get them out of that. We need to get them away from this. I'm hoping we can pass this quite quickly. I could reduce the authority by taking away some of my edicts, which would increase the time, the speed that this process is at. Actually, I think it reduces the time by... What does it say here? Yeah, it reduces the enactment period, but like sort of speeds it up, right? We'll get some more. Exactly, make China great again. Make Qing great again. I mean, we are the Great Qing, but we're not really great yet. We're moving in the right direction. We will make it great. They were saying it before the Americans were saying it. Make Qing great again. Let's get in there. Then we've beat out, not beat off, beat out the Russians and the British from the region. Then we can snake up into Persia, get the oil from here. That will make us great again. We need that oil. There we go. Bukhara, thank you. We'll get the percentage just because it's very low at the moment. I do like this one because it will push us one phase ahead, which is really useful, but then it might circle around many, many times. So I feel like we'll get this one. We'll go for this one. Oh, I will unify it. I will unify it. I will, like, these guys, you know, every time you subjugate somebody, this bar pops up and they get less happy. And I do need to take this off of the Portuguese. I mean, it is no longer agreed. I can't even withdraw from it. They will probably just back down if I try to liberate it. And then I can incorporate it later. Who's going to back them? Britain definitely won't. Russians are unlikely to. The French are unlikely to. Ottomans, nobody important. Let's just say it. Let's push it. They probably just back down. They'll probably just back down. Oh, we need to reduce these guys' payments. Yeah, don't worry. We will be unifying. And when you mean China, like real China, like plus Korea, plus Vietnam, all of these guys. The peasant movement. Oh, there you go. Look, they back straight down. Lovely. Can you blame them? Not really. Yeah, see now, we've just got to wait 5 years. And we'll quickly take that. And then, I mean, do you think we should wait on Tibet, or you think just crack down on them ASAP, get rid of it, unify within the next 5 years? Oh, I finished my construction. And we are in tons of money here. What do we need? I think we'll start on those tools, right? We'll start going on the tools. Push the iron price right up as well. And then hopefully we can move over to a different construction method, which is going to increase this number massively. I think we're going to spam it out. I do really like Shanxi province. It's a great province. It's got everything you could ever dream of in one province. Beijing's also a great province. These three here, I think, are like S-tier provinces. 3 to 1. You saying 3 tools to 1 iron? How much? Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. Oh yeah, we got to get steel for them as well. Okay, right. So 20 steel a pop. So that's 200 right there. We get 2 more. Then another 10. Another 2. You're looking at 1600 tools right there. And then you're looking at 60 iron per one of these. And we got 4. That's 240. You just pop 5 down in there. Let that run. I'm researching at the moment. We've got the banking going just so we're going to get a little bit. Because when you've got a really big income, like when you've got a massive GDP, 10% on that. Okay, we just got it 10% minting is huge. And the loan interest rate. We don't really need that now, but it's always nice. But the minting is the main thing here. 10% on a big number is a big number. Qing British Association. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We want to keep them a little bit happy, just for the time being, because there's got so many of them. Hey, how are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thanks. Jin is showing me the path here. He's telling me how we're gonna make Qing great again. We're trying to move in the direction to make Africa great again under Chinese regulations, okay? And obviously we need the oil, so we need the opium. China, they love the opium. The Chinese love a bit of opium, so we've got control of the region mostly, but we need the oil now. So we've got to get this, and then rubber. Obviously, the Africans, they're hoarding the rubber, so we need to get in there. Look, they were already Chinese, okay? They will be they're vassalized now. We've given them some leniency, okay? But we'll make them great again, don't worry. We'll be making them great again. I would say he's not fourth advisor. He's like at the helm here. He's like right-hand man. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He's like chief economist right now, telling me, you know, a 3-to-1 ratios and whatnot. Telling me to privatize the industry. He's my right-hand man advising me how we should make Qing great again. You know, you can be left-hand man. Maybe you can be in, you know, the military side of it. And you should be. Qing, you know, we're still power one when it comes to economy right now. Don't look at the GDP per capita, all right? Don't look at that one. We're right at the bottom there, but that's not our fault. They're having too many babies per year. There's not much we can do. We need to send those babies to Africa. Exactly. We need to send those babies to Africa. Get them on those rubber plantations. Thank you very much. We'll go for the enactment time on this. Thank you very much. I think we do need to scale out some of this construction, and we need to get them logging. Get them all logging out. We need to build this out fast. Hey, look, if you watch, you can see where you're going right, where you're going wrong on it. I can help. I'll try my best. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. There's guys out there who are absolute bosses on this. I don't claim to be one of those. But generally when I play this, I do all right. I do all right. And hopefully, you know, watching, you'll be able to follow along. I do try to explain what I'm doing. Sometimes we get carried away. GDP right now, just touching 160 million, but we are Qing. But when we look at other ones, we got the Indians over here. They're hovering around 84. Britain, they are pumping it up, 54. Considering they've only got 32 million people. The French, 41.6. And the Russians, 33. Oh, right, we're going to have to go for this. 50% colony growth speed. That is going to be brutal if we can get that. That's what we need. And there's not really much opposition now. For some reason, we're at 77% success. But it's just circling. Absolutely. Absolutely. It will. It will. It will. We do need to... We need to get that education. We need to... You know, people, they can't read and write very well, unfortunately. We're trying. But once we can get that up, we will be able to get some technologies very quickly. And we'll get that electrification. We all know what Chinese infrastructure... Oh. The minor... They're only 91% militant. Who is pushing this? The literati... The industrialists? I can't believe it. It's the literati, though. They want to modernize. I'm trying to modernize. I'm trying to modernize Africa, alright? Give me a break here. Exactly. We're just trying to unify. We're trying to bring everybody up together here. This one's minor. Not too concerned on this. I think we'll be alright. We'll push on. We'll ignore it and push on, basically. Yeah, I don't want to make them more radical. I'll let this push up quicker. They can mobilize a fair amount of units here, which is a little bit worrying. But what I can do to... Because they're only at like -1. Who really is pushing this? It's kind of wild that they're not that unhappy. They're already building up this movement against us. What we can do, though, is I could probably... See, like, if I put this up... We're at -2 on the literati, right? They seem to be at the helm of this. That's going to make them go to 0. Hopefully this will just disappear. Because hopefully they won't support it. They're at neutral. It's the industrialists that are very unhappy. Let us pass this colonial resettlement. Oh! We're getting it all. We're getting it all. We will be getting it all. The Vietnamese are in there. Got their own issues going on right now. Let's have a look. I might have somebody, one of these people. Sometimes what you can find is you'll have a general where you've pumped him up to like tier 5. Or something like that. And he's like in the literati or the industrialists or something like that. And that's what's giving them this clout. And you can just exile him. And then sometimes they just disappear. They just fade away. Okay, I won't use this brigade this time. Exactly. Cousins, colonies, you know, what's the difference? Really, they're synonymous, aren't they? Right, we just got a load of... Oh, dear. Alright, this might be a big one here. This could be a big one here. Britain is asking from Kalat from us. I don't really think that's very reasonable. Our brothers to our northern border, they are guaranteeing our independence. So we will be bringing them in. There's no way we can accept that, right? Kalat is rightful Chinese clay. You know, there's no way we can give that back. You used to be a Chinese. How come you're not? What does that mean? Used to be, was, is. Give me some description here. We are on the... Oh, here we go. We're on the path for recognition now. So we're neutral right now, but Chinese money, you know, it speaks a lot. So I think we can probably pay some people to get this done. You know, what does it really mean to have an embassy? There you go. They'll accept it for 5.5. What's the lowest I can give them? I'm trying to lowball them here. What will they... That's a 40% chance. We sort of want the guarantee on this one, though. She will try 6k. World War One is... It looks like it's about to kick off. It does look like it's about to kick off. Who's actually got an interest in this region here? Let's have a look. So we... Where is it? Yeah, who's got a... okay, that's a frustrating... The French don't like me, so they could get involved by the looks of it. It's only really... I mean, the Raj is obviously going to get involved. So it'll be us against Britain and the Raj. Hopefully, the Russians will be able to get involved. They're all small beans over there. They're all small beans. You know, really, we want to know if we can bring anybody in. They don't have that much power, I must admit. I think we could ruffle stomp them. You know, I don't think this is as much of a concern as it might seem. I don't think we should add a war goal, or a war goal that's very light that we can easily get. Something possible. If we're going to get something from them, what are we taking? That's true. That's true. You know, what are we saying here? If we're going to take something from Britain, needs to be small beans. We can't ask for too much. We've only got 15 boats. Might be difficult to take some. We need to do like a sneaky move. Like a colonial asset or something like that. Something small that maybe we can sneak in on and get. Or maybe Singapore. Maybe we just take this. I mean, Indian Malaya. Do you think we can get hold of Indian Malaya? Something minor. You know, like Van Diemen's Land. You know, something, just do the old sneak attack on it. Or maybe a land one. I think we go for Singapore here. British Indian Malaya. I think we should take that. I think we should go for British Indian Malaya. Indonesia is unfortunately under the Russians right now. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's going to be, we've only got 15 boats. We're not in a strong naval position, I must admit. We need to construct some more stuff here, though. What's our shortages of? Tools are back under control, pretty much. Iron, we've got a bit of a shortage. Oil and engines. We'll do a bit of iron here. Do a bit of iron and coal. Go for iron, coal, and wood here. So knock these ones out. Iron, coal. Let's just get rid of... Get that. Get all the wood done. Maybe we get some... We may as well get the gold. Get the gold. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I think we'll go for Singapore. That might be more obtainable for us. I think that might be more obtainable. Okay, right. The Russians have given us an embassy. See if we can negotiate a defensive pact just to ensure that they can get involved in this conflict with us. Oh, they really don't want to. Okay, we've got the guaranteed independence. Let's see. Let's see. We'll save scum it just in case. Just in case. Just in case we're a bit greedy on it. We can't exit. They're not taking Kalat. That can't happen. The Russians, you know, they're leaning our way. That's good, as they should be. We have got an agreement. And... where is it? British Indian Malaya. It cost us 6 infamy. So, tuppence, right? Tuppence. We really want this as well, don't we? This Indian Tenasserim. That's obviously rightful Chinese clay right there. I can't really understand why we don't already have it. We'll put the Malayan bit first. We'll see how we feel in a moment. We'll get the Russians in first. We'll get the Russians in first. Well, that's a shame that we've got only scholar officials. This guy's pretty nice, though. Come on. I don't want to put rural folk in, I must admit. We want a hated guy, really. He's disliked. He's disliked, so he's perfect for the job, really. Put this guy defend, last stand, admin defense. Put this over on this side here. Bring these down. Lovely, right, we've got somebody in the armed forces. He's a traditionalist, but he's in the armed forces, which is what matters right now. We'll bring this one down here. We'll put him on this front for the time being. Quickly get that sorted out. You don't want any more issues down there. Mobilize these up. Oh, the Ottomans have joined on their side. You little buggers. You little buggers. Call the Russians. Come on, there we go, got the Russians in. Liberate. I don't even know where Backwater is. The hell is Backwater? We don't need the... Oh, I can pull the Afghanis in no matter what. Build out some of these units, I think, as well. Get a few more skirmishers going here. Because we probably are going to need it for this. I don't think the British is going to back down quickly. Yeah, it is looking a little bit like that. I think if we've only got one war goal, right? We've only got this Malaya. If we can just grab hold of it, we can bum rush them basically, because they're trying to open the Qing market and all sorts here. I don't think they're going to be able to actually get that. I think we can hold them off. It could be a very long bloody war, but I think we can do it. The revolution is a bit of a nuisance, I must admit, but it's only going to 89%. Yeah, hopefully they get like an Indian revolution or something, right? Bloody hell, this needs to finish so I can just say that I'll pass a law that they like, even if it's not a law that I'll actually pass. I think you're right. So right now, I haven't... The border is only here. They've only got this tiny little one. If I can just hold that, and then what I'll do is I'll put units down in Thailand, you know, like a surprise maneuver on them. I'll finish up Vietnam here with this little conflict that they've got going on. And then I'll put this stack in Thailand, and I'll quickly grab it, because they won't know there's a front there. You know, it will open up without them knowing, basically. So we have the upper hand here. The main thing is that they're going to try and do 1 million naval invasions on me, probably. Hopefully they focus on trying to get St. Petersburg from the Russians. That would be nice. But we haven't asked for anything ridiculous. I would like to get this piece, though, this Tenacerim. Right, it started with the Vietnamese. We'll just mop that up quickly. Right, there we go. We've got the colonial resettlement. Good news. We're on that path to make it great again. Alright, what are they like that we can pass? Oh, yes, they probably like schooling, don't they? They do, but it is the industrialists that only seem to... That's so weird. You'd have thought it would be the other guys, but... We'll see. I'll put the public schooling one on. Yeah, schools. You know, it is a no-brainer, right? I really want that. So let's just put it on. Hopefully that gets rid of this revolution. There we go. Right, sorted that one out. Oh, and they've got their own revolution too. That is perfect. We said we needed it. We said we needed it. Look at that. Do you think we should go for this Tenasserim? The revolution for us is gone now. We're in, you know, we're in a nice position. We haven't got to worry about that now. I don't think I will be able to get the liberate. That will be very hard to enforce. I think we might end up bankrupting ourselves. Like, look at our bureaucracy right now. I'm going to need to build a load of things, a load of bureaucratic centers. I think if we can just take this, I'm not sure we can get it. I'm not sure we can get it. Oh, right. Are you able to see this one here, right? This, it's like they've got this slither of land. It's very frustrating that they've even got it. Like, they shouldn't really have it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my right-hand man. I think we can get this. Maybe we'll have a white piece, but you can't get it unless you ask for it. It's only 6.1 in for me. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. What does it look like for us to liberate subject? Because it would be nice to liberate country. Are they not a subject? Oh, I can't because I don't have an interest in that region. Because we need to get to West Bengal. It's Afghanistan. It's my own puppet. I can just pull them into the war. I don't need to give them anything. Let's put... I mean, I may as well rival these guys. May as well rival them. Let's put an interest in the region. If we put it in Bengal, we might actually be able to get... I am... now you've said it, maybe we can liberate them. Maybe we can liberate them. I'm just concerned that we asked for too much. And the British, you know, what units have they got here? What are they running? Skirmish and mobile artillery. And we've got like Chinese doom stacks. We'll see if we can get it in time. Hopefully we can. We need alright, let's see. Liberate subject. It's not quite there yet. Ugh. That's country. Liberate subject. It doesn't look like I can do it. I don't think I got time. And I definitely can't, you know, exchange it. Yeah, because I can't see it in here. Can you see it anywhere in here? British East India Company. Nah, that's a shame. I was erring on the side of doing it. Have I not got an interest in there? Oh, it's so close. Look how close that is. 70, 70. Oh, no. What is, I don't know how far along. 90%. Oh, that is a pain. I'll see if I can stop it just before. God, that is cutting it close there. No, 97%. Nope. Ah, look at that. That is just... That's typical. It is what it is. We've got those 2 war objectives. We're mobilized up. Let's see if we can get this done. I think we got this. I think we can do this. They're in all sorts of chaos over there. Has begun. So what we can do is enforce military access in Thailand. There you go. Look at that little sneak attack on them. The sneaky maneuver. And let's put these boys... Let's get them on the rapid advance. None of them have got rapid advance. That is a shame. I'm actually going to divert these guys right over there. Through the Vietnamese. And move these down to this front here. I think we can get this. We can get this. Come on. We got this. We have got this. With Jinfala's foresight, I think we've got this. And hopefully they're all mixed up with the Russians on some nonsense over there. There we go. We've got... Oh, we got it immediately. We got it immediately. Look at that. Let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. We've got it. We've got what we need. Now we need to hold it. What tech do you reckon we need here? Do you think we need to strengthen our military so that we are in a good state? I'll check. Do you think we need to go for military technologies, or do you think we need to boost up that economy? I'll let you think about that for a minute. Let's see, Britain and the US. They hate each other. They are not happy. Oh no, that's my relationship with them. No, so... okay, so Great Britain views the United States as a mistaken enemy. So they're quite positive, actually. But the US views Great Britain as a threatening force. So the US... We might be able to cozy up to the US here. Might be worthwhile doing. Do you think we should try and get some better... artillery units? Do you think we should move towards artillery at all, or we just go with sheer numbers on landmass? Is that loads of runners? Just mob them. We'll go for this one in the meantime, though. I think just quickly get that modern sewerage. This actually, Central Archives, we'll be able to get secret police. Everybody loves secret police. The police that are a secret. There's no better police than that. But here we go, look. Britain can get capitulated on, but for us, we can't go below 0. You're right, trench is important, and we might get left behind. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. We'll get this technology quickly. We'll get Central Archive so I can get the secret police. That way we can stop any of these revolutions occurring. Then we'll head down for the trench. Trench is quite far away. It's right down here. But we'll move in that direction. We'll start getting some of these done. Because we are going to have problems with the population being unhappy. But we've got them good. We've got them good. They didn't see that one coming. They did not see that one coming. What are their skirmishes? They're running a 33 on offense, 50 on defense. Jesus Christ. Okay, their units are much better. Let's do what we can here. Damn, their units are really... Yeah, we do need to stabilize it. I agree, we do need to stabilize it. We have managed to get that front pretty rapidly. I'm going to send these units over onto that front. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to keep them at home in case they try to land some kind of naval invasion for the time being. Stay the course. Absolutely. Yeah, stay the course. Who can we negotiate here? The armed forces. I'd like to negotiate with the armed forces. Make them more... Yeah, make them more powerful. That's fine. Yeah, the worry I have is if we start providing food, right, they'll have more babies. If they starve, they won't have so many babies. That's my main concern right now. I mean, it has gone down a lot already, the population growth. So maybe we can do that. Maybe that would make them a lot... I mean, food isn't cheap. Clothing isn't cheap. Food and clothing are not cheap. Yeah, we can't get the company yet though, unfortunately. I wish we could, but we can't quite yet. These Confucian guys are bloody pain in the arse. We'll just do that. I don't like these Confucian chaps. We'll see if we can get an embassy with these guys as well. See if we can get into... Yeah, yeah. Alright, once we can get a company, that's what we'll do. I'll see if I can get... Let's see if we can get an embassy from the Germans. No, they really don't want to see me become a great power, do they? They don't want to see China's rise. We'll pay them some money. Buy some embassies out here. Because we want to get that recognition. They might... There's a 57% chance it's worth giving it a crack. Who else are the big dogs in the game right now? Hey, get back here. Prussia, Austria, the US. Ottomans. Wow, they're... Jesus, they're doing alright, aren't they? Normally they collapse in on themselves. I can't make any treaties with them yet. So, okay, the Prussians have given it us. Okay, they want some more money, basically. That's what they're saying. When they say that, they're really saying, you didn't pay me enough. It's not good enough. Are you kidding me? They're trying to bankrupt us here. Do need to get some of these government buildings done. It's looking rough for us on this front. Losing 26% of our tax. Yeah. That was the Austrians. The Austrians are bloody greedy. You know, we're meant to be mates. We're meant to be mates. Yeah, okay, all right. The Venetians... Venice? Oh, okay, Venice agreement. Okay, so the Austrians have done it. But what did it take? We've had to give them 7.5 grand. The Russians took 6. The Prussians took 7.5. Yeah, they're greedy buggers. But we've got it. We're getting that recognition. We just need to hold the British off, really, now. We're doing a good job, though. We are doing a good job. And they've added a load of... Oh, that's great. They've added a load of war goals against Russia, meaning that the Russians can't be capitulated without them getting it. So, we've won this. I believe we've won this. I can't see them getting it. I really can't see them getting it. They are trying to navally invade, but the Russians have got more ships there. Britain's probably got some really good ships, but I don't think they're going to manage this one. I can't see it happening. Oof. Okay, the Russians are getting ruffles. That's where all the British units are. That's why we've been doing so well. They do need to get to St. Petersburg. So we will have to help our brothers. I'm going to send one stack over that way. And put them on to defend. We don't want the Russians to capitulate. Well, we have to take the full brunt ourselves. Considering we're paying them 7.5 grand, we're paying some of their military. We're subsidizing them right now, so... We will try and stop them from pushing in, because the Russians, I mean, they're having a hard time over there. They are having a hard time. That's a bit of a pain. Oof. We'll have to take that one for now. But we'll try and hold them off. We'll try and hold them off here. Because we don't want to leave ourselves open for a naval invasion either. We also don't want to see... We want actually this front to become one front. If they get that, that's actually quite good news, because it will mean that our units are defending both like only that main front then. Okay, we're nearly at the public schooling. I mean, that's a bit of a worry because we've got the hell of a lot of bureaucracy deficit here. Oh, we never changed this over that whole time. Totally forgot about it. Yeah, we need to bring that down a bit. It's costing us a fortune now. We're push up some of the bureaucracy here. I mean, we're creating jobs. I suppose that's one thing. Creating costs too, but we're nearly a third of the way there on our recognition. Then we can get that power block going. Okay, the Ottomans have been enforced on. That is perfect. Okay, we're in great shape. We really are in great shape. I don't think they've... Yeah. Yeah, no. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Absolutely right. You know, it's nice to have some, other ideas coming in. You know, when you're at the helm, you need other people's thoughts as well, right? To make good decisions. That's why you're right-hand man. Okay, they are trying to push on this one now. Yeah, what do we need, actually? What technology do we need to start getting? I think it's in society, actually. Is it? Yeah, I think it's corporate charters. Yeah, we need this one. We'll get this one for secret, please. We'll head straight over to this one, get the corporate charters, and start getting retire. He's gonna retire. Actually, I don't want him. Okay, he's exiled. He's either retire or exile. We'll do this one. That's a shame. That's a shame because he was disliked. Okay, the British, they're already starting to realize their failures of making such a unwise decision to challenge the Great Qing. There's only two great countries in this gameplay right now. It's Great Britain and Great Qing. Ooh, that is nice. I'm going to take that. That's a nice one. Opium addiction. Come on, Chinese. The Han people, they can't get enough of it. Okay, we'll take... Oh, the game just crashed on me. 1 second, I'll reload it up. Take a quick break. I need to use the toilet. I hope you don't go anywhere. I'll be back. But thank you for staying, for being in the chat with me today. Give me a few moments, all right? Thank you. Thank you. Right, we're back. We're back. I'm wondering where it saved us from. Fortunately, it looks like it was just after the Ottomans gave up. So that's good news. Shame it does that sometimes, but it is what it is. I'm hoping you're still there with me. I think I can't ban opium because we're at 1862. Let me check in the journal. Yeah, the opium trade just... Yeah, so Manchu is not yet obsessed. All primary cultures apparently need to be obsessed. So only the Han, the biggest part of the population, is obsessed, unfortunately. So we can't ban the opium trade quite yet, which is unfortunate. That's nice. That's a nice little bonus there. Yeah, and it looks like we've still got the British on the back foot here. So it looks like we're still in good shape. I'm not sure what we actually missed because bureaucracies, we're positive in that. So obviously those were constructed. I mean, it's not looking too bad shape here. Could do some tooling. Could do some tooling. Probably should do some tooling. Arms, right. Okay, let's see what's costing us a lot here. Obviously, treaties is a bit of a nuisance. Subsidies from the ports. Paper. Yeah, we probably could do with tackling that whole paper problem. And small arms. I think what I'll do is I'll expand some of these small arms. Part of the small arms industry here. We need 700. So get 20 of these rolled out. What do they require? Iron and hardwood. Yeah, it's no problem. We just knock down like 25 in there. It should be good enough. They are looking like they're actually winning some battles here. Winning and losing, oddly. And they are going for that naval invasion over, but it's so little units, so pointless. We could put, actually... Can we get in there? Is there any gaps in there? Oh, no, they... Is that a gap? No, no. That's a shame. We do need to get into Africa. We'll probably try and seize Gaza. Or Tungi, or, you know, get a few placements up on the coast here. And maybe the Congo. I'll put an interest in that region. So we can get in there. Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard me though. We can't yet ban the opium because we need the other main Ha, no, that's right. No, you're good. You're good. I was wondering where my right-hand man had gone. Silent in the chat it was. But we need the Manchu to be obsessed. Unfortunately, they're not yet obsessed. So only Han. So they've only 12 million Manchus, but there's like, what, probably 400 million Han, and only the Han are obsessed, which is a shame. So we can't do that, unfortunately. That would give us some additional authority, which would be nice. But the British have had it. They're like on the verge of capitulation already. So, oh, there we go. We can do the secret police next. We'll try get that. We'll try get that passed through. And what were we saying? What were we saying? What technology was we going to go for? Can't remember what we said. Was it moving towards trench infantry, or was it? Ah, it was this one. It was the companies. Let's see if we get the companies. What's currently? Yeah, okay. So we'll go for these company charters, right? Then that way we can get 2 free companies. And see, they're going for it on Herbey here. But it's all too little too late for them, unfortunately. They have had it. Yeah, war goals enforced. There we go. We won it. We won it. That wasn't all so bad, was it? It's a shame I don't think we would have got that enforce on the to liberate British Raj, though. I think that might have been a bit of a push to have gotten that. What I will do here, sounds odd, hear me out. I'm gonna grant Thailand this Tanarism because it's like a split state. So I will give that to them. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's looking a bit nicer there. And then I don't have to incorporate it or anything like that. We'll try and get my relations up with both of them again now, though. And possibly with the French, just in case in the future. We might be able to make some kind of... I would like an embassy, you know. We're getting recognition, we're getting +3. But to speed it up would have been nice. The Russians will be happy. They didn't lose their overseas assets. Yeah, so we got 125 million. Right, what we can do here is I can pause this because we're taking debt. Put all of these to iron frame buildings. It's going to be a huge number there. Probably doubled it or something now. It's going to cause some massive shortages, but it's going to bring down... It's going to let them construct faster. But also... what are they wanting now? Ugh. I definitely don't want that. I don't want to make the clergy powerful. Yeah, and that's going to allow... See, we're going to lose... I mean, that's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. We might have to adjust that a little bit. But we'll bring down some of this investment pool because it's just stacking up now. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Tooling, we're already on steel for that. No, we're right at the top on those ones already, unfortunately. What I can do, actually, is I'll put this up. That'll make some more meat. Might make people a little bit happier. But there's not really much we can do other than just expanding. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, I just got that. Okay, so we can use that later on down the line. The Meow people, they're major minority. There's probably not many of them, so -7 standard living doesn't really matter. Oh, I'll check it again. Oh, this one here. Yeah, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that because that's going to put people like the laborers are going to lose their jobs. 15,000 of them. No increase in productivity neither, unfortunately. Yeah. Plus, a lot of people would lose their jobs. We really need to get these people into work. It's sort of like stagnant. You know, we've got about 100 million people who are either peasants or unemployed here. Hopefully, because we've increased that the construction to here now, to the iron frame, while the investors are doing everything. Hopefully, they're going to start building loads of buildings much faster, which is going to allow a lot more people to get into work. And then we can tax those people who are in work. Hopefully. And our education is, we know, we're creeping up to 30%. Doesn't sound like much, but we're getting towards the public schooling here. $5 years. The pharmaceuticals is nearly passed, so, and I don't really care about it. I think we take this one here. Who's this going to make happy? People who are currently not happy. So, yeah, let's do that one. I'm thinking though, we do need to start getting a leg over in Africa, don't we? I think we should take the Congo. That will give us a foothold there. We can start bringing in those Chinese people. Why can't I conquer you? Maybe it hasn't listed yet. Because we do need to start getting... The Chinese do need to start migrating there. God, there is so many things for this school one. It is really getting held back. 7%. Oh. We will take the hit on this one here. It's gonna reset it. We might actually end up with a higher chance here. Yeah, legislative failures. Yeah, 15%. Yeah, 15.4%. That's a little bit better. But who's pushing against this? Are the bloody Confucians? They're a nightmare. But yeah, see, we've already sort of brought that down quite a lot. Let's have a look at what is costing a lot in the market right now. So, okay, iron is just... It's off the charts. It's off the charts. We need to get that iron under control. We'll go for yeah, we need iron and tooling here. We'll go for the iron, shall we? Get some of that done. 8,000 iron. How much? Jeez, looking like 100 units here. Shanxi needs to get built up. This is why I like Shanxi province. You know, that's like nearly 100 alone in just this one province. We'll let that. Yeah, so we're now at 1,100 on the construction sector there. Probably, yeah, it's going to cost a bomb, but I'll let it run and then cycle off and run again. That will help us to leave the investment pool to construct then. If we can bring down the price of iron, because it will cost them less to construct. There we go, and Afghanistan can be dropped down. Now we need to get into these places like the Congo. Why can't I attack it? I don't understand. Oh, did it just say it's French controlled? Oh, blooming heck. That's not what I was expecting. We'll go into Southern Africa then. Economy seems to be in, you know, we're gaining. Line's going up. It's always positive. I don't want another setback. Take this one. Yeah, we're in good shape in the Middle East though now. This is looking pretty good. Would be nice if we could get them as a tributary, really. 55 infamy. Ottomans might get involved. I mean, I think that's actually might be worth it. What do you reckon, Jinfala? Make him a tributary? Doesn't look like anybody can really do anything. Yeah, we'll get a bit of infamy, but we're right on 0 right now. I feel like that is rightful Chinese territory right there. We'll have the oil. We'll have a ton of oil then as well. What do you reckon, Jinfa? I think your silence means yes. I'll take it as confirmation. I'll take it as a yes. If you write in the chat no, it's too late. We're committed. Bloody hell, this is not one of the pass. We really need this one as well. We'll go for that one. We need to get this one through. Oh, look at that. Done us a blessing there, haven't they? Just backing down like that. We are taking on a bit of debt here. Interest is through the roof. We're now going to stop constructing. Let that sort of get back to normality. I'm not sure how many we managed to... We brought it down a fair bit. 3,000. Tools are going to be going mad though now. Here we go. We've got those companies. No, you're absolutely right. We are set for oil. Obviously, you can't have too much oil. The Ottomans are sat right on a fair bit of oil, and you know you got the Arabian states. Oh, we could go for this one, like you were saying, get rid of these radicals or whatnot. Minus 10% from political movements. That could be quite nice for us. We definitely don't want this one. Christ almighty. Birth rate. That would be horrific. Oh, we could get two. Political radicals from political movements, minus 10%, and the other one. That would be 20%. And I'm not even sure if they compound. I think we should go for that. I think we should get the two that are going to reduce the amount of radicals we're going to be getting. I think that our internal politics is going to be the biggest problem we're going to face. Okay. The only worry I have, does it use authority? If it uses authority, we have to take it away from increasing our education. And we don't yet have the public schooling. If we get the public schooling, I tell you what, I'll do it. If we get the public schooling, then we'll do that. I'll give them the rights. We'll do it. We'll do it. This one, they're going to love this one as well. Clothing. They're going to love that one. Yeah, so you were saying giving them trade rights. What is it? Trade and investment rights? Trade and investment rights. Okay. As well as an extra sector. Okay, yeah. Industrial rights. Well, you have a look on the screen. Which one would you like here? Looking at these here. Your wish is my command. You got investment, trade, colonization, industrial, and monopoly rights. The first three. Left to right or right to left? Oh no? Not colonization. Are you sure? So you want these two and industry. Yeah, okay. Any particular ones, silk or cotton here? They're similar on productivity. This one is a fixed number of 6.7. This one here is a range between 5.8 to 6.9. Yeah. Alright. There we go. They've got the silk as well. Hopefully that's going to do us a blessing. Oh, we'll go for quinine. That's probably we can't get the... We'll go for this one so that we can start munching up Africa quickly. Alright, we run the... Okay, yeah. That's looking good. Paying off some of this credit. The credit has gotten a bit out of hand, I must admit. I did not notice it had gotten so high. Oh, we've got a new emperor. Unfortunately, he's Confucian. Or confused. But we've got essentially the... Oh, there we go. Look at that. We got the public schooling. We've gone and done it. That's just great. Let's where is it? Where am I looking for here? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's in development. We can move over to the standardized filing system here. There we go. That's just wiped that deficit right out. That's great. I mean, oh, it's killing us though. Minus 30k. We use. Let's let it balance for a minute. See what happens. We do need paper mills. We do need paper mills. Paper's probably right through the roof now. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Huge shortage on the old paper front. Ooh. The issue is, I guess what I can do is we can construct out some. Yeah. The issue is right now, when you watch this, right? You look at our tax rate. The interest rate is 25% interest. That is enormous. We are nearly recognized, which is good, because that will mean that the price will come down considerably. So I think we don't do anything. We just keep accruing a little bit of debt in this moment. Just briefly. And oh, okay, we need to make some people rivals as well. The Japanese, perfect. We will we'll keep accruing the debt until we get recognition. That should drop it down, because we'll be a GP. We might be paying like 7% interest rate, and then we'll start taking the debt then. Yeah, we have got an additional 1400 bureaucracy. So yeah, we'll do that. Like you said, we'll do that. We'll pop this one back to here. We can actually do a few by the looks of it. Good call, good call, good call. See, this is why you need a right-hand man. This is why you need a right-hand man. That's put us to negative 2k. 1.5. 1. Yeah, there we go. We're actually, that's perfect. Good call there. Good call there. Hey, whereabouts are you watching from today? Oh, no. You don't need to say thank you. Wei Liang. Yeah, it's not what we want here, really, Wei Liang. The Min, they don't mind. There's probably only 3 of them or something. We're nearly there on the recognition though now. We're so close on the recognition now. We've broken the 200 million pound, 205 million economy now. Look at it. Line going up way faster now. We're at that turning point now. I've put everybody on these, you know, low amounts of the payments as well. Could probably pop them up if we ever get in a real tight corner. We can just squeeze a little bit out of everybody, a little bit more. We do need to invest in the Persians though. I'm thinking we start building the oil wells in, or like whaling or something like that when we can in Persia. That will help our relations and bring them down so we can make them a puppet state faster, or vassal. Tibet, oh, the 5 years has probably been on these guys as well. Why are we not attacking them? Why can't I just demand it back? Why do I have to make them a tributary? We'll get this. We'll get this. We need that. Somebody else will slide in there in a minute else. Yeah, 211 million. Man, we're on a roll now. There we go. The world recognize us as great now. That doesn't mean we're truly great. You're never finished. But they recognize us. Let's see what the costs of borrowing have gone to now. Hey. Did it just double me then? What just happened then? Oh, okay, conquer it. We can get some more declared interest going as well, so we'll put that one here, here. In Congo. Yeah, that's what I mean. GP, first GP. We're on a roll now. And let's see, what is our cost now for borrowing? 8.2%. You see what I mean? It's crazy, right? Nothing's actually technically changed, but somehow we're paying 8.2% instead of bloody 25%. So the construction goods are out of control. Iron is out of control. But we'll get that. We'll tackle that very shortly. Oh, thank you. I had forgotten about that. I had forgotten about that. Let's get that going. Let's get that going. We do need a power block. Let's build a statue. Let's build a statue. Let's say, what map color do you want? What map color are we thinking? What's going to represent us? What's going to represent us here? Something yellowish, bluish, like the sun. Okay, okay. Yellowish and bluish. Do something like that, I think, on the yellow. And yeah, we'll go for like a lighter, like the sky or something. Maybe, yeah, about there. The yellowish like the sun. Get something like that. Yellowish like the sun. I suppose it's more like a slightly orange tinge to it, isn't it? Go here. Perhaps on the emblem. What represents us for the emblem here? Red like the sun. Alright. Go like here. Secondary color. I'll leave that as black. We'll see what that looks like. So we've got a few choices here now for our statue. Square, memorial, pedestal, fountain, water park, park, garden. Okay. I quite like the square, I must admit. I quite like the memorial too, though. That one's insane. That's a... Look at the pedestal. I'm going for the pedestal. I'm going for the pedestal. We can't have Ethiopian obelisk. No, Egyptian obelisk. Octopus, lion, chimer, guardian, globe. Oh, it's probably going to be the globe, I think. Or the dragon. What are you saying? Oh, I don't mind that neither. We could have the sun too. You like the sun? A sitting man. Could be the emperor himself. Square and memorial. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, this could be like Tiananmen Square, right? It could be like Mao Zedong here. The second globe was nice. This one here, you talking about this one here? This armillary sphere? Which one you reckon? Yeah, for the people to meet. Yep, yep, I can see that. I can see that. Maybe we go for the... When you say second one, which one is that? Is that this globe? Or is that other amphillary sphere? Not sure if the halo goes with that. Ooh, do like a crown on there. I got it. I think we're gonna have to have a crown. I can't do the hands. That was crazy. Maybe the wings. That's kind of odd. I'm not sure. Shield. The old like hammer and sickle. I think we go for the shield on that one. That's true, and nothing represents the emperor like the crown, and he defends the nation. So we'll have the shield and the crown, I think. At the bottom though, what's this? Sectant. You know, it looks a bit weird having like I mean, fuck it, let's go for this. He had a banner on the side. I mean, it's some crazy looking thing right now. Emblem and color. Oof. Go for the cross swords on that. It does look sick. Ooh, I quite like this one. Oh, we could... No, we're going for the globe. We're going for the globe on this one, I think. Or we have the knowledge. Or we can have the sun. Circle of stars might not be bad. Oh man, there's so many. There's more choices than I was expecting. Jesus, there is a ton. Oh. Should we? I think we go for the globe. You know. I think we go for this one. Yep. I reckon the globe with circle with stars. Okay, okay, right. I'll swing through and see if I can find that one. I quite like this one, but if you're saying, let me see if I can find that. Go back, okay. Like any of these or? You mean like this one here? Or is it this one? This is also good. The little sun was also nice. So many of them. This one here, are you saying this one here? Is it this? Peruvian sun? Go for the twin dragons on that one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Get rid of these fish on the side. Maybe we just go for none on that one. Map pattern. We go for that. We'll go for that. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Maybe we change the colours up here, though. I'm not sure on the colours. Let's see. Because we try and get something that really fits with it. You've got that sun. We'll try to make that more like a sun. That's more like a sun sort of colour, I guess. For that. The emblem could be red. No, we wanted that to be the sun kind of colour. There. Primary colour. Like a light blue, like the sky, I think is what you said. See if we can get something like that. Like that, yeah. Yellow sun, okay. How's that? Reddish, yellowish. Here. That's got to be... I feel like that's what you're saying. Yeah? Yeah, that's not looking too bad, is it? All right. And that globe on top of the frame. On top of the frame. Globe on top of the frame. Is there a globe? I think that's nice. This one. Okay. I think maybe the chat's delayed for me as well, so maybe I'm seeing something and then I see the message or something. Oh, okay, it does sort of have... I see what you mean here, actually. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. Okay, sweet. Wait, what just happened? Where did it go? Power block. Okay, we've done both of those. Now, what kind of empire are we going to be? I do like this ideological one. The creative legislature is really handy for particularly like us. I think this is going to be the one. It's going to allow us to build points quite quickly. I think this will be nice. I think ideological union is going to be good for us. And we'll go for creative legislature. Why can't I form? Is there a reason I can't form a power block? League of China. Glorious Union. Any name? Any name? We are still isolationists. That's probably why we can't form a power block, right? Yeah. Any idea on a name? Because it's not really an alliance, is it? It's okay, okay, okay. See, you've gone for caps on there. So we'll do it. I'll do it as you've written it. We'll leave that as it is for the moment. We'll try and get that law passed to open us up. Should we move towards free trade, or should we move to should we have like protectionism or mercantilism? I quite like protectionism because you can really put either to either end of the spectrum. Obviously, free trade is great because you get all these other trade advantages, but I feel like we're not wanting. We don't really want to trade. We want to hold those. We want to control the resources. If we decide to, yeah. I think we need to control the resources. I mean, it might be difficult to pass this though. Oh, here we go. No, this is where it will become useful for us to privatize things to increase a huge industrial base. You know, capitalists, and we can change a lot of the legislation then. 1 second, I need to take a piss quickly, so I'll do that, and then that's how we'll move. No, 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 sorry. My mic was muted. They might invest in foreign places. Yeah, that's true. I won't give them investment rights. I mean, it's okay if they invest in our own, puppet states or whatnot. That's okay because that's going to build our relations. I will privatize them now. I'm going to subsidize the railways though. Yeah, I'll privatize. I mean, I may as well just privatize everything. Build up a huge amount of capitalists. Obviously, this is going to bring in ridiculous amounts of money. And then hopefully we're going to get enough support from the capitalists to not only change our policy towards international trade, but also our economic system. Even if we move towards interventionism, which we will want to do, because that's going to give us more dividends. Right now, with agrarianism, they're minus 25%. Let's do that. Let's see how that rolls out. There we go. We've got it. Then we just need to get to bet quickly. We'll get that in a bit. And then we would have consolidated Chinese rule. Because the issue is when we open up to trade, it allows their, what is it, that heavenly kingdom, because all the Protestants and whatnot come. So we're going to have to be a bit cautious. Hopefully we can move towards state atheism. That would be nice. Let's see. There we go. We've got the quinine as well. That's gonna be huge for us right now. Central banking would be nice for us. Even psychiatry would be good for us. Might actually be very beneficial. What's this already spreading? Nationalism, okay. Yeah, it's a question. Perhaps we get psychiatry, because then we can hopefully start building up all of these. Because right now it's very expensive for us to do such a thing. Oh. Oh, that's fine actually. If they withdraw, that's actually totally fine. No longer binding. I'm paying them for basically nothing, so we'll just withdraw from all of these. Save some money. Do we have any deals? Guangzhou Declaration. With okay. Just withdraw from all of them. Yeah, don't worry, you could never Jinfile. And we're in the green now, so we can spam out some of these iron mines. Hopefully bring down those costs. Because the investment pool is getting shallow now. Designer clothes. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think we're heading in the right direction here. We're looking in pretty good stead now. Hopefully the irons... It's come down a lot. It's still kind of high. Tooling is quite high. We'll build out some iron mines, I think. Keep building them out a bit. Beijing's always a good place to build them in. Let's check for the that is surprising actually. I thought we were going to have deficits in the infrastructure, but we're looking good. We're looking good. Little famine, but it's probably, yeah, Western New Guinea. Like, who really cares? It's all fine. We'll let that interest creep up a little bit, so we can keep building these iron mines, because they're flying through. Look at them go. Yeah, 300 grand in iron alone. What's it looking for our iron? Still quite a lot of a shortage, but it's not ridiculous. Not for a country like this. I mean, Yunnan, that's... We'll pop up some in here, I think, as well. Give people some jobs here. You know, they got a lot of people unemployed. Yeah, we're definitely going to get this designer clothes thing. That is just steamrolling upwards. You know, the standard of living is pretty basic, unfortunately, but there's not a whole lot we can do there. See if we can get, have we got any support to change. Ah, it's so low. There's not any opposition to this, which is good. I think I'll try to move this to interventionism. Just so that at least we're getting 50% from them. Yeah, you can hear me there, right? Jinfala. I don't want any foreign investment rights. We don't need that right now. Oh, this interventionism could be a bit of a stickler to get past. I don't want to do it with them. Armed forces, that's alright. Language in the classroom. It's got to be Mandarin. The Kazakhs are going to have to accept that. Building a bit of debt up there now. Let's say. How many more iron mines have we got here to build? Not so many. May as well quickly get this nationalism. What's the, yeah, that's not so bad. What we would like is this shift work. Focus on this one next. Yeah, we got to be a little bit careful on the debt. You don't want to make it unserviceable. We're already at, you know, close to 40k interest. But yeah, to get those iron mines done, I think it's alright. I'm not sure this interventionism is going to pass. Yeah, social mobility. We'll keep pressing that. We do need to keep getting that up. What are we looking like here? I mean, it looks like it's coal is shortage now for us. A bit of a coal shortage going on. And tooling. Let's spam those tools out. How much was it we were short? It's about 3,000. Okay, so we're looking at about 50 of these. That should be good. We'll get them in places like... We'll get them in these 3 places and Yunnan, probably. Yeah, get 20 in Yunnan. And yep, 10 here. We'll get another 19 here. I will change that promote social mobility though. I'll put that to road maintenance. Actually, I'll do it on a couple of states like that. We take a little bit of debt, like you say. We don't want to go too high. We're already at nearly 30 mil. And if you end up in a war, I mean, we shouldn't for a little period, to be honest with you, but you always got a little bit wary of that because the economy is doing quite nicely now. We're at nearly 240 mil. We have got the colonies going. We are colonizing, but the rate is slow. We really need to get the bureaucracy up so we can expand those these institutions here. That's a lot of bureaucracy, Christ. Damn, Jesus Christ, 3 in a row. All right. We'll go for protectionism then, shall we? Hopefully we can get that passed. Yeah, the economy is doing nicely though. We're on the uptick again. Probably going to have to pause the construction in a moment. Oh, mate, this one's flying, though. I am going to just double check on these things first, because you have to be always be a little bit cautious on this. For instance, I like to put them at zero, like neutral for the time being, and then change them later on. Because we want to promote our own stuff. Really, we want to sell to everybody, but not buy from anybody. Because we have the capacity to build everything in China. You know, all of these people, they need work. We need to give them work. If there's a button that I can press that just ticks all of these to center, please tell me. And I don't like to incentivize, like, industries I don't like. Because I don't really want people to get employed in those industries, or for the country to move in the direction where we're providing those goods. Like, I'll import those goods, but export goods that I think are, you know, like, for instance, selling arms to everybody is really good, because if they go to war with you and they're already buying arms from you, you can just embargo them. Let them have shortages. Okay, I'm going to put the brake on the spending there now. Christ, that's quite high. The servicing is like 75 grand. It's going to take a while to pay it off. That's the issue. Okay, look, that's not too bad though. You look at the investment pool. That doesn't look so. Oh, it's because they're hardly building. Yeah, they just dropped the economy right off there. See, this is good though. This economy of scale, that's really beneficial to us. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh, we should have done that probably earlier. Yeah, which way should we move here? I feel like we do need to do more industry. But at the same time, I feel like I'm concerned we're getting left behind a little bit, maybe on military technology. There you go. Another company. We'll do that one. Oh, we are taking debt still. We've got it now. We've got it now, just as you say. You reckon we can change the production methods of them? Yeah, let me take a look at that. You say, now we've got this protectionism. It is going to create slightly more, for instance, on this one, but it's going to cost me, it's going to cost us more money and reduce the employment by huge numbers on that one. Yeah, that one's not even going to increase it. This is like if you've got shortage of workers, a lot of these ones. I would like to get this, but it is going to kill a considerable amount of people. Probably going to make them very angry. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got any additional production methods there, but we might be able to create that power block now. Yeah, there we go. Now we've got it. It's going to upset a few people, but it is what it is. Put some we're building power. I think it's about 1100 right now. Yeah, it is quite small. It is quite small. It's not massive. But we're having problems paying for it. Yeah, we sort of stuttered now. We've got 46 mil debt. We're servicing it at 75 grand interest, and we're negative 69 grand at the currently as we speak. So I think what we need to do here is prioritize some of these, the market, to see if we can get up to maximum productivity. So here, this is really cheap, meaning that we're probably overproducing it, or like it's not at full capacity. So if we put some small, like, maximum tariffs on imports. We don't want to import this good. Slightly try to make it so we can export it to bring it up to full capacity. When they're sat at silver, that's cool. That's cool. No problem there. These ones here, like artwork and stuff, I don't really care about. But we just put import tariffs on them. Not actually going to get anything from that one. Goods like meat can be useful. Yeah, see, like wine. I don't really like people producing these goods. But we just stop anybody from importing it. And we have a little bit of subsidy to push it out into the market. Same with the sugar. The rest of these don't look so bad. Paper, we really do need. We really do need this. We don't want to be exporting that at all. If anything, some subventions to bring this in will be beneficial to us. Groceries. Sort of likely there's a similar story here, I think. We don't really want to be exporting that. Yeah, I thought the same. But actually, I checked the infrastructure a minute ago, and we were in good shape. I thought we were going to be in a real weird position too. We'll get these out. We can export that a little bit more. Logging, actually, it's fine. For this one here, we don't want any imports. We want to protect that. Export some of that. That's going to be fine because we've got such a massive amount of it. We don't want these... we don't want imports neither on the clothes. Nor the fabric, because we want to protect the farmers, those people at the bottom. We want to protect them. Yeah, we don't want to export these goods neither, and we don't want to import them. You sort of want to be self-sufficient on the food side of things. Oh, okay, steel, we are. We've got some issues with steel. Let's protect it so we're not exporting any of the stuff we're doing. And they can import it now. Coal. We'll leave these other ones. They're doing alright. Iron is like rock bottom at the moment. We're overproducing iron. So we don't want to import that stuff. Let's try and push it out into the global market. Get people hooked on our iron. We'll get them right up to maximum capacity of running. Hopefully that's going to bring in some money from that. Let's have a look at the infrastructure like you were saying. Yeah, see, it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. But we don't know if actually all of those things, like all of the... For instance, if we go to Shanxi, are all the iron mines actually at full capacity? Okay, they are. Yeah. Got 500,000 workers. Okay, let's let it run. Let's see what's what here. Yeah, we need to get rid of this paper is costing us the bomb. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. We've got no shortage of iron, that's for sure. It's a matter of right now we're not constructing and we're losing money and we've already got credit. So we need to find a way of either reducing our expenses or increasing our taxes. Like how much money we're bringing in here. So I'll pop this one down. That's going to save us 25 grand. I've got the military right at the top. We don't really need to do that anymore. So we'll pop that down. Now we're only looking for 26.5 grand. I'm thinking take these road maintenances off because we're not doing anything yet and turn them into some small taxation. Oh, okay, we already had a deficit. Okay. Take a couple more off then. Maybe these two here. See what ones we might be able to get some good revenue. Yeah, see like 61 grand from services. That's pretty nice. 40 from opium. Okay, opium and tea. That's pretty good. We'll take a couple more off and we'll get that additional services tax here. Let's see, it's at 33. It's about the same, so we'll just go for the services. Now we'll try and pay some of this off. Try to bring this down a bit. I'm hoping, yeah, we don't need to build any of these anymore. Christ. Okay, they're basically already all built. Yeah, we'll make them happy. We'll make them happy. Yeah, so we'll try to get this in check a little bit. We need to bring that down because right now we're paying 71 grand for nothing. We're basically giving away 71 grand. And we're now second. Britain is up there on the prestige. And their economy is doing pretty nicely. We are coming down though on this, so sooner or later we'll get these as a puppet. What we can do as well, actually, I forgot. Now's the time. I was saying it earlier. We can restore these. It may be a little from each one of them, but it's something. Yeah, get a little bit of more of that money from these guys. Yeah, they don't need that money. There we go. Yeah, so we've got 150 grand coming in now. And we can decrease Persia. That's great. That is great. And now we can get another. This bureaucracy one probably would be quite good for us. 10% because we're using so much of it. Just worry about the amount of people we've got that are unhappy. I think maybe we go for this one here. Just try to reduce this. Yeah, I think I'll go for the one just to keep balance. I don't want these people getting upset too quickly. Get rid of that. And then technology-wise, we do need this civilizing mission, but to catch up, but we can't really use that right now anyway. Ooh. Central banking would be good for us, 10% minting. I think we should go for the minting. That's going to be really beneficial to us. Yeah, we're paying that off like relative, like that's not too bad. We're paying it down. It take a bit of time, but we are paying it down. Investments pool still building, but not a lot. That's the issue we've got there. The economy's got us in a bit of a rear naked choke right now, so that one there, this one here. That should hopefully get rid of Kalat, I think. Oh, they voted for something else, didn't they? Yeah. That's a shame. Because it would be nice to... It'd be nice if we could get rid of some of our puppets. I'll try and get rid of Tibet next, actually. Oh, that's a thing. Are we able to do any of these? No, we're not. We're close. We need both of these up, really. And are we able to try and move away from agrarianism? Oh, I don't think we can even put the industrialists in yet. No. Yeah, that is a shame. Secret police will be nice though. That would be good. It's going to upset the literati though. Yeah, I think going for this secret police. See if we can pass that. I know that's going to take away. Oh, now we can get the bureaucracy. It's a choice. What do you reckon? Colonial growth speed or education? Tell me in the chat. Tell me what you're thinking. What do you reckon, Jinfal? I might go for the colonial generation just to try and, best as I can, keep pace with these other powers in the region. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. We can't let them get it. We can't let them get it. They're already got the advantage here. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be our wisest decision there. We don't want them to get the upper hand there. At least we've got opium and oil mostly locked down. Oh, what's this? That's actually fine. Oh, actually, I'm going to have to take the... Yeah, we want to try and get on top of them. We do want to try and get on top of them before it's too late. Because the Portuguese are also expanding in the region. I'll try and get this one next, I think, actually. Geledi. Or Zanzibar. I think we'll go for Geledi. And we'll try and get this area, and then I'll try and get something like Zanzibar or this. Yeah, none of the big dogs are going to get involved, so that's not an issue. Oh, here we go. An additional principle here. Probably advanced research for us. We need to catch up. I think that's a good place to save it for next time. I think it will be Friday. Probably similar time as today. And I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. And we'll continue this. And I'm sure we can make Qing. We're second now. We're first. We'll have to bring Britain. We'll have to take their colonial assets. But maybe even Australia. Maybe release India if we can. But I'm glad you could have joined my stream today. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And it's been nice to converse with you and build this campaign together. So I'll see you on Friday then. Goodbye, Jinfala. And yourself. Take care now. Bye-bye.